Hey folks, it's Dave back here in Studio B, getting ready for some hockey tonight as we have Winnipeg and Hartford going at it here. Now, this was a game from January 18th, 1993, and I'm trying to do an as played, and that's one of the things I really like about Hockey Bones is that you can do as played games because they have everybody carded, even Joe Junkin, right? So as everybody plays one game, that's played a game is in Hockey Bones. That's what I really like about that. And so when I went to set this up, I wanted to play a game, Winnipeg, Hartford. I wanted to get Solani on the table. I wanted to get the Whalers because I have my Whalers hat on today. So I'm going to play some Whalers. And so I wanted to play from the Hartford Civic Center. So I found a game between Winnipeg and Hartford that had a bunch of guys that I'm familiar with. And I said, hey, I'm going to play these teams and have a good time. And what ends up happening is this game did not take place. This game did not take place in Hartford, and it did not take place in Winnipeg. It was like a neutral place. And they when I looked in the schedule, Hartford also played a game against St. Louis at a neutral place. It wasn't in Winnipeg directly or St. Louis directly. So this is technically not a game at the Hartford Civic Center. However, I do have everybody that played in the game carded here on the table. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to have some fun. Oh, I need my puck. Hang on one second. I knew I forgot something. Okay, got my puck and I'm ready to go. So anyway, as Barbara comes by, hi Barbara. Hopefully things are going well with you. We had a nice day here today. All the snow is actually gone. It was gone a few days ago, but now it's really gone. Any little piles are pretty much gone. It was in the 60s today. I went for a walk today. I went the route that I took my dog on, CJ, and sadly, yeah, it was just me today. It was kind of a depressing walk because I did all the things that I did with him, and it was just me. And it's, the only time I didn't take him on walks is when he wasn't feeling good or, if he just had a surgery or if it was really cold out, I would go alone. But for the most part, I would always take him with me, get him out of the house. And sadly, today was my first time without him. Rain and windy for Bobby. Yeah, we're getting rain in here tonight. So I'm going to try to squeeze this in before the rain. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted on the Facebook group that I was doing some women's hockey last night. So we were live. The first game had no sound. I never worked with these people before, and the setup was different, and I just put on the headset and started talking, and the girl was filming it, and no one said anything. And then when I went back and watched it, I was like, there's no sound. So they had to reset the iPad or whatever they did, and the second, third game had sound. But you got to listen to me live on YouTube doing real games last night from the Canton Ice House in Canton, Massachusetts. The junior women's was it Junior Women's Hockey League? That's what it was. JWHL, I think it was. Some good games. Some really good games. They're not supposed to check. They were checking last night. Just saying. It's fun watching them. Fun watching them kind of skirt the line between what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. Anyway, let's get down here. I'm going to play some Hockey Bones here. This is here on the table. And hopefully I'll play this correctly tonight. It's been I played this the other day and had some fun, so I want to come back and I want to play this again. I want to play some more Hockey Bones here. So what we have here is we have Winnipeg and Hartford. Again, it's technically not in Hartford, but it's supposed to be a home game for them, I think, or whatever it is, a neutral game. But we're going to call it Hartford. So our starting lineup, some guys you're going to know here. Up front, Keith Tkachuk, okay, from Massachusetts. Alex Zamnoff and Teemu Solani. That's who we have here starting. And back on defense, Phil Housley. You know him. And Sergei Boughton, I'm not familiar with him, but Rick Tabaracci is the goaltender here. And that's who's going to start over here. For Hartford, you got Geoff Sanderson, speedy winger. Michael Nylander. Pat Verbeek, you know Pat Verbeek, Eric Weinrich, and Zarli Zalapski, who played with Pittsburgh for a while, and in net, Sean Burke. So that's who we have starting tonight here, as it's Winnipeg and Hartford in some Hockey Bones here on the channel. And I got a new camera set up, so I'm kind of hoping it looks okay. I went to the manual mode, and I'm adjusting everything manually to see if it comes out a little bit better because I'm trying to get the glare down, but I want it nice and bright. Let me know if it looks okay. I know you're not going to see all the little things in here. It's just going to be impossible to show that off, but hopefully it looks okay on the screen. Jeff Sanders, original Columbus Blue Jacket. I think you would be correct on that, Cleveland baseball fan, and you would know that because you're out there in Ohio. All right, first thing I'm going to do is check for the bench minor penalties. So we're going to start with Winnipeg first. I'm going to look at the penalty roll, and let's do a no-time roll, and that is a 4-10-4. So, no, that's not going to be a penalty. And for Hartford, if they're going to get a bench minor in this period, it's going to be 1 and 5. And I roll, and I got a 5 and 8, so no minor penalties, no bench minors for this team. They don't come up too often. Once in a while I'll get a bench minor, and it's kind of neat when it does. And then when you do get a bench minor, what you have to do is you actually have to roll on the table. There's a table here, and you roll to see when that bench minor takes place. So it's kind of fun. It could take place at any time during the period. So no matter what's going on, you got to stop and have the bench minor. Okay, so Barbara said it looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's go. You might be able to read the names of the players depending on what side screen you're looking at. But for the most part, most of the other things are probably going to be too small to read, and that's kind of planned because you just can't. There's nothing I can do about that. All right, so let's go here. So we're going to have the opening face-off: Zamnoff and Nylander. Nobody's an A or anything like that, so it's going to go to the left wing. So it's going to go to Keith Tkachuk. He's going to start us off here with the puck, all right? And Tkachuk with a 1-5. It's going to be a D5, right? And a D5, so they have 5, so he'll get the shot. Okay, so he will get a shot on net. 6-5 is well out of range, so that'll just be a shot and a save. So Tkachuk comes over the line. Burke with the save. 3-12 is, oh boy, look at this. Look at this. The F ?1. There's only one possible role for that. Oh boy, the F ?1. Now that, it's either a penalty shot or an injury. Of course I get that as my first roll of the game. And because it is a 1, I think what we do, save and penalty shot. Where is that? F? Yeah, hang on a sec. This is a special rule here for goalies. I need to check this with the rule book here because I don't want to get it wrong. This is a special rule for goalies on their result. Sorry, that's the PS. F ?1 is face off. Puck is frozen. Goalie injured if the red die is a 1. So what I'm supposed to do is Sean Burke would be injured on this play. So the first shot of the game, he would be injured. I'm going to keep him in the game because I wanted to play Sean Burke tonight. And again, it's just a fun game for me. So we're going to keep him in the game. Okay, but how this reads, F ?1, it's a face-off. Question mark is a possible injury. If the red die is a 1, he would be injured. And you see the save of 3-12-1, that's the red 1. That's like the red death, if you will. But we're gonna not have that. We're gonna say that he made the save and he's gonna shake it off because I want Sean Burke to play in my game tonight. So there is another one for a possible penalty shot. There it is right there. PS1. It's a possible penalty shot. F ?1 that's the injury. He has it over here too. So it looks like it's a 3-12 is the roll for that. D. Scott comes by. Thanks for coming by, D. And let's go. So we're gonna have a face-off in the Hartford zone. And it's going to be visitor right D, so it's going to come back to Housley. Now, Housley's roll is 3-5. He's got a 5, so what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to get a shot on net. And it's going to be look at this. Look at this. I rolled for a shot of 1, 9, 4. So that means blue die is a 1. The combined white die is 9, and the red die is 4. His rating is 194. Imagine that. I rolled exact. So Housley's shot is on net, so it's 1 back to the point. And, the other thing, too, is because the face-off was in the defensive zone, so I rolled a 5 here. I'm going to add to that, actually. So I would add 2. So that 5 would become a 7. So that would be a shot on net regardless. But Housley shot on net in range. So let me do that. And Sean Burke, a 6 and a 7. Ooh, that's a save and a rebound. So Housley fires this one up. Burke reacts to make the save. And it's going to go to 4 on the rebound. So Tkachuk's going to get it. Now, can they clear it away? Yeah, they're going to clear that away. So if I look at the clear chart, we have a 2 and a 4. And the S is here, so I wouldn't subtract him because he has the puck. So I have a 4 on the clear. All I need is a 2 and a 12, and I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my clear. So after all that, saved by Burke, the rebound of Tkachuk. He can't get the shot off, and it's going to bounce over here to Nylander. So Michael Nylander with the puck. He rolls a 3-5 as well. He's going to get a shot and a rebound. His shot rating is 2.7. I rolled a 3-6, so that'll be a shot and a save. So let me get that shot in. That's going to be a save by Tabarachi, who played with Winnipeg and Washington this year, if you will. On the save, we're going to go 1-8-4. We're just going to look at the force. It's going to bounce back to Nylander. So his shot, save. He gets his own rebound. Can they clear it? They have a 6. -1 is a 5, so I need a 3 and a 7. Nope, they don't clear it. So Nylander is going to get a shot. He's a 2-7, and I roll a 2-8. So it's going to be another save just out of range. And on the second save of 2-2, that's going to be a save. It's going to bounce over to Housley here. So a couple of quick shots here by each team. But Brass Bonanza, yeah, we're going to have the Brass Bonanza tonight, you know. I'm going to put that on. Well, you only need a few seconds of it. You don't need to hear the whole song. that's the thing, you know. All right, so Housley with the puck here. First shift of the game. So Housley rolls a 1-7. That's going to be a penalty here. So on my penalty roll, it's even 10. And that's just going to be a penalty. So Housley picks up a penalty here. So we're going to go on the power play. So let me write that down. So Housley got his elbow up a little high. And at the 127 mark, Phil Housley is going to get a penalty. And so Hartford will go on.